my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do knotless braids. So I have did so much research, first of all, on knotless braids that I really feel like I can do it. This is my first time doing this type of braids on myself, but I do know how to braid my own hair. But with the knotless braids, you have to be very neat, and you have to do this like tucking technique. I don't know, but I'm gonna try it out. If I mess up, it's on me. I didn't pay anybody to do it. I have to sit in anybody's shop wasting time. So if the outcome isn't good, it's on me. Like, I would hate to go and pay somebody to do a style that's in my head and then they don't do it right, and now I'm upset because I paid them, you know, $100 or more to do my hair. So that's why I do my own hair, and that's why I'm going to show you guys what I do so you can do it yourself. Stay tuned so you can see all the techniques I picked up, because I did watch other YouTubers to find like different tricks and little easy ways to do knotless braids. All right guys, so I washed my hair and I blow dried it out so that it's stretched. I really think braids are better done if your hair is stretched out. I purchased this hair at my local beauty supply store, and it's the X-pressions pre-stretched braid hair. So you have to get the pre-stretched, that way you're not trying to like stretch it out yourself, and that's how the ends look. I only paid $5.99 for this hair, and it comes in the 3 sections, which I think you would save a lot of money if you just buy a big pack like this. I broke each section down into these smaller sections, which I later found out that they were too big. So initially that's the size that I wanted to go with. I had to improvise right here with this little homemade braid stand. So a lot of the YouTubers that I was watching, they have their hair laid out on this little stand that holds your sections for your hair. So I just made this out of a old jewelry holder that was in my closet, a little stand, and it kind of turned out pretty good. So these are the 2 combs that I'm going to be using. One is actually an edge brush, but it comes with a metal tip. So I highly recommend that you get a comb with a metal tip so that you can get your parts straight. Make sure you have a lot of clips for this. I'm going to be using this Shine and Jam so that I can get my parts very straight, and something to hold my hair back with. So this was one of the most difficult parts for me. One of the YouTubers that I watched, she actually did all of her parting first before she started braiding, and it saved a lot of time. So I was like, you know what, let me try to do that method so that I can save a lot of time, because I have a lot of hair. So yeah, this took me forever trying to get my part straight, because usually when I do braids, I'd be like, you know, if it's straight, it's straight. If it's not, who cares? But I really want this to be very neat, and I took my time to like try to get it as neat as I could. Okay, so I was trying my best to get all of the parting on camera, but it was so difficult. I was getting frustrated, but this is the outcome. I had to go in the bathroom and go to the mirror to actually get these parts like this. This is kind of the design that she went with, so I went with the same thing. All right, so now that I have my head braided up, as you can see, I had a difficult time doing the little tucking method that I looked up, and as you can see, this one, that is not supposed to look like that. I definitely will have to redo this, because yeah, that's not cute. But other than that, I pretty much got it down packed, so I'm just going to show you on these 2 little sections like how I did it. I really didn't know how to hold the camera, so hopefully you guys can see this pretty good. So you can use jam or edge control or gel, whichever one you want to use, but I just went in with the shine and jam, and my parts were still a little crooked to me, but they were good enough. And I wasn't trying to be a perfectionist on this hairstyle because nobody's going to be looking in your head to make sure your parts are straight, and if they are, they need to go somewhere. Okay, so this is the size of each braid. So I'm just gonna put some jam on the roots of my hair so that it's like slick and smooth. And then I'm gonna section this little piece into 3 smaller sections that I'm gonna actually braid. So what you do is you take the 3 sections and you pull the the left and the right piece, crisscross them, and the middle piece under, and then you just cross over each piece on the left and right. So when adding the braid hair, you're gonna take it under the braid and pull it over into the middle section, and then you cross each left and right section over to a braid. That is the best I can do as far as explaining it. I can only show you guys what I did and tell you to practice. Practice makes perfect. I had to practice a lot on these braids to even learn how to do it so that you can't see where the extensions are added in. So yeah, that is the best I can do, and I hope you guys can get this. If you just can't continue to do it, you will get it, because I had to. And if I could do it, I know you can do it. Alright, so here's a close-up on how I did this braid. I'm just gonna pull 3 sections and cross over the left and right section and pull tight. You must pull tight as you do this braid so that your hair doesn't unravel. Extension hair, so you add it under to your braid, and then you cross it over into the middle section, and I'm gonna grab that with my middle finger, and I'm gonna cross over that right piece, all while I'm pulling tight, and then I'm gonna cross over again with the left piece. And that is basically how you create a braid. I hope this angle is good enough for you guys. Like, I didn't know how to do this. I am learning as I go, so hopefully this was helpful and you guys get it with more practice. The reason I decided to do a video on knotless braids is because I was watching a lot of the girls on YouTube talk about how they are less tension on your scalp and they're not pulling your edges, because it's your real hair that is braided first and then the braid hair extension is added in, so it's less tension on your hair, and I think that is perfect. Okay, so 2 days later, I have finished braiding my hair, and this is how my parts look. They're really neat, way neater than how I would normally do them, which I actually really like this. And now it's time to dip the ends, because when you finish braiding, you're still not done. So just boil you some hot water. I pour mine into this pitcher and dip the ends of your hair so that they're not really rough looking. So you just pull your hair down into the pitcher and you just let it sit in there for just a little bit, and then when you pull it out, dry it with a towel, and yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so after you dip your hair, it's gonna look really neat, but you still need to put some type of foam on it to lay all your frizzy hair, your hair that's sticking out of the braid hair, down. So I put that on the top where my roots are and then drag it through the braid so that it lays flat. I'm also gonna go ahead and oil my scalp, because I love when I have braids and I can just oil my entire head. Now I'm gonna do my edges, and I'm gonna be laying them down with EBN. This is like my favorite edge control. After I lay my edges, I'm gonna go ahead and tie my hair down, and that's pretty much it. This is the final look, and I must say, for my first time doing knotless braids, I did pretty good. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment below. Bye.